We have learned how to factor, and now let us see how to apply factoring techniques to solve equations. Now in solving equation, factoring techniques are very important since 0 times anything is 0. So that's the property of 0 which we explore all the time in solving equations while doing factoring. Okay, you will appreciate it at the end of this video. We have 4 different questions here, very similar. Similar in the sense that the coefficient, the leading coefficient is 1. Okay, let's see how to factor these. To factor, we need to have product of two numbers which is equal to the constant, and their sum should be equal to the coefficient of x. That is the technique, correct? So let's go through these questions one by one. The first one is x squared minus 7x plus 10 equals to 0. The two numbers we are looking for, let's say their product should be equals to 10 and their sum, that is p plus q, equals to minus 7. So two numbers could be 10 is 5 times 2. We need positive and negative, that means both should be negative. Right? When you add them up, you do get minus 7, right? Now, therefore, we can factor this as, in the first case, let me show you all the steps. Then thereafter, I will write direct factored form. So we can expand minus 7x as minus 2x minus 5x equals to 10. Taking x common from the first two terms, we get x minus 2. Minus 5 from the next two terms, we again get x minus 2. Now, x minus 2 is a common factor, right? So we get x minus 2 times x minus 5 equals to 0. Solving equations means make left side equals to right side. Now, if product of two numbers is 0, that means one of them should be 0 or both should be 0. Therefore, the possible solutions are, we can equate x minus 2 to 0 and we can equate x minus 5 to 0. So if I equate x minus 2 to 0, I get one solution. X minus 5 to 0, I get the next solution. So one of the solutions is x equals to 2. The other one is x equals to 5, right? So we say, well, the solution is x equals to 2 or 5, correct? You'll observe if the constant is positive and here we have a negative term, in that case both the solutions have same sign, correct? Now let's do the next one. X squared minus 8x minus 9 equals to 0. So this time I'll do a shortcut method since I've already given you the complete explanation and by now you know how to factor. Product of two numbers we are looking for as minus 9. Sum we are looking for as minus 8. So the two numbers could be 9 and 1, right? And the bigger one of them should be negative. So it is minus 9 and plus 1, correct? So that gives you two factors. First one is x minus 9 and the second one in that case should be x plus 1 equals to 0. So that is how you get straight away factor. So if your constant is negative and the leading coefficient, or I should say the coefficient for the x term is also negative, then we have solution which could be in this case 9 and minus 1, right? We have a solution which is two numbers, the integers with opposite signs. Do you see that? So that is how you can see how the solutions are related with the coefficients of x and the constant term, right? So here that is the solution. Now let's do the other two, right? You can pause the video, copy and solve the questions. Okay, now let's go ahead. We need product as minus 8 and sum as plus 2. So the two numbers should be what? Well, 4 times 2, 4 should be positive since we need this, right? So, and 2 negative, that gives us the answer x plus 4 times x minus 2, right? equals to 0. And the roots or the solution for this equation is x equals to minus 4 and x equals to 2, right? Minus 4 and 2. Do you see that? So opposite of this is your solution, correct? Keep on observing so that you can do them even faster. So product here we are looking for is minus 7, right? And the sum is minus 6. Now both are negative, correct? So in that case, what we need, one is going to be positive when you do product, right? The bigger one is positive. So minus 7 times 1, and so we can write this in the factored form, which is x minus 7 times x plus 1 equals to 0. Solution is x equals to 7, whatever makes 0. 7 will make 7 minus 7 is 0, right? And minus 1, you see that? So these are the two solutions, opposite signs, correct? That is how you get the solution for an equation using factoring. Now this is a huge application, and till grade 12 you're going to solve so many examples using this technique. So it's a good time to practice and learn. Thank you and all the best.